Good morning. In this short video, I'm going to touch on prophecy. It's a disturbing trend at the moment that I've been noticing grow more and more in the church is people are afraid of prophecy. And because they're afraid of prophecy and not understanding prophecy or even trying to, they avoid it completely. So to give you an idea, 1/3 plus minus of this entire Bible is prophetic. So if you rip out 1/3 of this because you're afraid of it or you don't want to even try and understand it or seek God's face around it or learn more about it, you might as well toss the rest because you need the whole. You can't cherry pick the Word of God. And especially living in the times we're living in. We're living in the time where more prophecies are being fulfilled than ever before. It's crazy the amount of prophecy unfolding in front of your eyes right now. And most of the church is going to miss it because they're not looking at prophecy. They're afraid of looking at it. So I'm going to touch on just one or two things to give you an idea of how even you at home, by watching and meditating on the Word of God and seeking His face, can see prophecy unfolding around you everywhere. So let's just go to Revelation 18. So Revelation 18 verse 17 to 19. For in 1 hour such great riches came to nothing. Every shipmaster, all who travelled by ship, sailors, and as many as trade on the sea, stood at a distance and cried out when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What is like the great city? They threw dust on their heads and cried out, weeping and wailing, and saying, Alas, alas, that great city, in which all who had ships on the sea became rich by her wealth. For in 1 hour she is made desolate. Now he's talking here about that mystery Babylon in the end times. There's a lot of discussion around this, which is healthy, about who this can be and who this represents. My personal opinion, and a lot of strong believers in Yeshua and Jesus just stand to the point that it all seems to point to America. The whole world wants to be like America. The whole world wants to trade with America. America's influence is global. Even in communist countries, they want to follow American pop stars, American movies. They desire what she has. They want to trade for her goods. Everybody wants an iPad. Everybody wants the latest tech that she's pushing. We're growing fat and rich on her riches, and we all come to her. We look up to her. We want to be what she's representing. But right now, due to all the sin and all the evil that's been committed, she's been brought low. And it says there that so suddenly, in front of their faces, there's going to be destruction. Now, I'm not prophesying. I'm not saying anything. I'm saying I'm looking at prophecy. And right now, there's an embargo on the ships. There's up to 70 container ships currently parked around the coasts where they're supposed to offload in America. This is a huge uptake, 75% increase of what normally queues to offload containers. This is leading to shortages in supply chain, food, everything, which leads to famine and all these things that are also prophesied in the Bible for these times. All these ships are sitting there off the coast of America watching. Now, what if La Palma volcano drops a big chunk of itself into the ocean and a tidal wave pushes in? What if Russia and China decide to attack America with nuclear bombs? What if Yellowstone goes off unexpectedly, which currently is showing a lot more activity than it should be showing? There are so many what ifs that could be part of this destruction that could happen suddenly. And all of the merchants of the sea, with their goods waiting to trade, sitting right there, right now, watching. And if you think, no, this can't happen so quickly, things are going so quickly already. This can kick off so suddenly, it's not even funny. Then let's jump ahead to Revelation 16 verse 12. And yeah, I'd keep an eye on the situation in America with all of what's going on there. Revelation 16 verse 12. Then the sixth angel poured out his bowl on the great river Euphrates, and its water was dried up, so that the way of the kings from the east might be prepared. Okay? So it's not to say that we're at that bowl yet, but guess what? For the first time ever, the Euphrates River is drying up right now. People that live there are moving away to the cities. Farmers that have been there for generations can't survive anymore or subsist with their families. They have to leave because that entire river is drying up, as prophesied in the Bible. This is the preparation stage for the complete drying up of the entire section, so that the way is made ready for the kings of the east, when all those nations draw closer to attack Israel and come up against her. That is being prepared right now in front of our eyes. We're seeing this happening. No one's talking about it. We're talking about other rubbish things on the news. Our focus is on everything that they're trying to brainwash us with. It's not on the fact that this river is actually drying up in front of your eyes prophetically, so quickly, so that when this thing needs to go down, it goes down fast. The 10 horns in the beast, they're busy forming the D10 right now. Look into it. I've covered some of this before. I'll cover some more of it in more detail in a future video. The one world money system, the digital cryptocurrency system that they're pushing for, go look into it. It's happening in front of your eyes. The one world religion, I'm going to cover this more in depth in another video. They're right now in Dubai busy with the 3 Abrahamic houses. They're building a mosque, a church, and a synagogue, and these 3 are going to be the beginning of the one. That one thing, Chrislam, it's going to happen, and quickly. Pope Francis is spearheading this. He's opening those 3 in 2022, early 2022. Bible prophecy happening in front of your eyes. The 7-year peace treaty. Look into the Abrahamic peace accord. More and more countries want to join. Iraq is now screaming that they want to join the Abrahamic accords. They want to be part of that peace treaty. Iraq. All of their nobles and their leaders are talking, and they want to join. More and more countries want to join. The president of Israel is pushing for more to join. And he comes and he strengthens a covenant with many for 1 week. Prophetic week, 7 years. That existing covenant, I'm telling you right now, is the Abraham Accords, because it's the only one that more and more are getting on board with. The Ezekiel 38 war, the nations that are all coming together, that are supposed to come against Israel, guess what? And I'll cover this in another video. They're all already together. They all have arrangements with each other. They all have agreements in place. They're all together. Right now, the last one I ticked off about a week ago, they're all together and they're ready. All of them share that deep distrust and, if not hatred, of Israel. And they all are of one mind. So is that ready to go? In a heartbeat. So people, seriously, watch. The Bible commands us to watch. Prophecy is unfolding in front of your eyes. You need to keep your eyes open, keep your head full of God, keep your nose in the Bible, and see what's happening. God bless. Have a great day.